Hey guys, Bible Verse here. This is part 2 of daily verse number 28, where in part 1 we covered John chapter 8, verses 12 through 38. So yeah, I'll do a small summary of what each section means and just pretty much go over them. So yeah, let's begin. Jesus, the light of the world. As you could probably tell from the section, Jesus explained to the Pharisees, or you could probably hint from the title of the section, Jesus explained to the Pharisees how he was sent by the Father to be the light of the world, where his judgment on human standards. Like, I guess the best way of analogy of this is, all of you pretty much know how light reveals what's in the darkness, right? In the same way, Jesus will reveal what's in the darkness, not only to judge us fair. He will do it to judge us fairly, but also not only to judge us fairly, but also help us come back to him, and that's reflected in the other two chapters, but I'll continue that later. But yeah, it says here, you judge by human standards. I judge no one. Yet even if I do judge, my judgment is valid, for it is not I who alone who judge, but I and the Father who sent me. And in this passage, Jesus explaining how even despite having the authority, all the authority that could be even imagined, or more than we can imagine, that gives him the right to judge all of us to death because we've sinned, he doesn't. Because of the fact that he's all-loving, and we have to be truly, and honestly, sometimes I don't even appreciate the fact, I sometimes forget to appreciate the beautiful fact that Jesus is that loving. He's capable of judging all of us because he has the right to, because we've all sinned. Yet he doesn't. He loves us so much that he's willing to die on the cross for us. But yeah, that kind of ties into the second passage, which is Jesus foretelling his death on the cross. From this passage, it's pretty obvious what it's saying. Jesus is foretelling us about his death, but not only that, but he's also telling us about the significance behind it. The fact that through his death, we will be free from sin, as it says right here, and it just goes to show how we originally were going to die and pay the price of sins and never gain salvation, but through God, through Jesus, we were able to. But yeah, and that kind of ties into the final passage, which is about being true disciples of Jesus. In the final passage, Jesus is explaining how the price he paid on the cross is what set us free from sin, letting us gain the gift of eternal life through his word, through his actions. And yeah, anyhow, that's pretty much it. So yeah, anyhow, that's it for today's daily verse. Yeah, see you next time. Bye.